1. Ashoka the Great and the Kalinga War. Ashoka the Great was one of the most powerful rulers of the Mauryan Empire, who ruled most of the Indian subcontinent during the 3rd century BCE. He is remembered in history for the Kalinga War, which changed his life and later influenced the spread of Buddhism across Asia. The Kalinga War was fought around 261 BCE between the Mauryan Empire, led by Ashoka, and the independent kingdom of Kalinga, located in eastern India. This war became famous because the massive destruction and suffering caused by it deeply affected Ashoka and transformed his policies and personal beliefs. 2. The Mauryan Empire before Ashoka. The Mauryan Empire was founded by Chandragupta Maurya in 322 BCE, and it soon became one of the largest empires in ancient Indian history. Ashoka was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya and the son of Emperor Bindusara, who expanded the empire across large regions of northern India. Before becoming emperor, Ashoka served as a governor in different provinces, which helped him gain administrative experience and military leadership skills. When Ashoka became emperor, the Mauryan Empire already controlled vast territories, including northern India and parts of present-day Afghanistan. 3. The Kingdom of Kalinga. Kalinga was an independent and prosperous kingdom located along the eastern coast of India, in the region that is now part of Odisha. The kingdom was famous for its strong army maritime trade and strategic location along important trade routes connecting northern India with coastal regions. Kalinga remained independent even during the expansion of the Mauryan Empire, which made it politically important and attractive for imperial conquest. Because of its independence and economic strength, Kalinga became a major target for Ashoka, who wanted complete control over the eastern region. 4. Causes of the Kalinga War. Ashoka wanted to expand the Mauryan Empire further and gain control over important coastal trade routes, which were dominated by the kingdom of Kalinga. The independent status of Kalinga stood as a challenge to Mauryan authority and prevented complete political control over the eastern part of the subcontinent. Kalinga had strong economic resources and an active maritime trade network, which made it valuable for strengthening the wealth of the Mauryan Empire. For these reasons, Ashoka decided to launch a military campaign against Kalinga in order to annex the region and expand imperial authority. 5. The Kalinga War begins. The Kalinga War began around 261 BCE, when the Mauryan army under Emperor Ashoka launched a large-scale invasion against the independent kingdom. Both sides fought fiercely, and the battle involved thousands of soldiers, elephants' cavalry units, and large infantry forces from both armies. The war took place near the banks of the Daya River, where intense fighting caused massive destruction across towns, villages, and agricultural lands. Despite strong resistance from the people of Kalinga, the Mauryan army eventually defeated them, and the region was brought under imperial control. 6. Destruction and human suffering. Historical records mention that the Kalinga War caused enormous loss of life among soldiers, civilians, and prisoners of war. Ancient inscriptions of Ashoka state that more than 100,000 people were killed, and many thousands were injured or displaced. Entire families were separated, and many villages were destroyed, which created deep suffering among the people living in the region. The terrible scenes of death and destruction deeply shocked Ashoka and forced him to reflect on the consequences of violent conquest. 7. Ashoka's change of heart. After witnessing the suffering caused by the war, Ashoka felt deep regret and realized that military conquest brought pain to both winners and losers. He publicly expressed sorrow for the destruction caused during the Kalinga War through inscriptions carved on rocks and pillars across the empire. Ashoka declared that true victory should come through moral values, compassion, and respect for life, instead of violence and warfare. This transformation marked an important turning point in his life and changed the direction of his rule as emperor. 8. Adoption of Buddhism. After the Kalinga War, Ashoka gradually adopted the teachings of Buddhism, which emphasized compassion, nonviolence, and ethical living. He supported Buddhist monks and encouraged the spread of Buddhist teachings throughout his empire and beyond the Indian subcontinent. Ashoka built stupas, monasteries, and pillars to promote moral principles and guide people toward peaceful and righteous living. Through these actions, Ashoka became one of the most important royal supporters of Buddhism in ancient world history. 9. Policy of Dhamma. Ashoka introduced the policy of Dhamma, which focused on moral conduct, kindness, tolerance, and respect among people of different religions. He ordered officials known as Dhamma Mahamatras to travel across the empire and promote ethical behavior and social harmony. Ashoka's inscriptions encouraged people to respect parents, teachers, elders, and all living beings while avoiding cruelty and unnecessary violence. These policies helped create a more humane administration and improved the relationship between the ruler and his subjects. 10. Historical significance. The Kalinga War became a turning point in world history because it transformed a powerful conqueror into a ruler committed to peace. Ashoka's rule demonstrated that political power could also be used to promote moral values, religious tolerance, and welfare of people. His inscriptions carved across the Indian subcontinent remain valuable historical sources that help historians understand ancient governance and society. Today, Ashoka is remembered as one of the greatest emperors in Indian history, whose message of peace continues to inspire people.